Good morning, y'all. Good Saturday morning. Let's light a candle. Today, I am going to light this candle for Lolly over at Lollapalooza. And the reason for that is she came up on my feed and she had a very good video that is highly recommended for everybody, especially YouTubers, to watch. It's all about, she had some people really coming after her for something she has no control over, but she did her research and found out that there is an issue with Facebook that we should all know about. So head over to Lollapalooza, watch her video from this morning, and tell her I sent you. So Lolly, this candle's for you. Let's take a breath. In through the nose to the count of 5. Out through a straw to the count of 5. So thank you, Lolly, for doing that research so I don't have to. I should. I realize I should do my own due diligence, but I'm not going to, so I'm glad you did. I have to grab my coffee. I'm working in my personal journal. Okay, so for those of you have been asking, the personal journal, I am a therapist. This is not therapy. This is just an insightful journey about yourself, some reflection, and a personal journal just for you, okay? And I gave the prompts. This project, I plan for it to take the entire year of 2020 at a very slow pace. So if you think you might be interested in doing just like a reflection journal, almost like a diary, but we're using mixed media and we're going really slow, and you can do whatever you want. You can go get all those happy planner stickers, whatever you want to do. Very low key. If you were my patient, I would probably ask a little bit more of you, but for this one, we're going really low key, okay? I still think there is going to be an incidental therapeutic I don't want to say outcome because it's not a therapy session, but I do think that there will be some therapeutic insight. Be pretty hard to do these prompts and not have some insight. I'm wheezing, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to use my puffer. If you saw the short that I just did, you know we have snow, and get focused, Carol, get focused. Come on, Candle. I went out and tried to shovel. You guys know Doug's all laid up. And that was one of the things he was concerned about when he was deciding whether to have his surgery or not. Was, you know, what if it snows? Who's going to push the snow? And I told him, well, teach me how to use the plow that you made, and I'll do it. Because he hooked up this plow to our his four-wheeler. So he taught me how, and I thought I was prepared. No, I'm not. This snow, I went on the back deck because I think it's about a foot. We've gotten about a foot. And it's really heavy snow, really wet. Pardon me. Hope I don't have a coughing fit. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I loaded up a shovelful off of the deck, and I couldn't lift it. So, yeah. So I want my binding to be hidden. So I'm actually going to just sew the binding onto this. I'm trying to, I think I want to do it like that. And my pages are a little short, so this is going to be, I didn't have to add this part, but I decided to because my pages are just a little shy of where I'd like to have them. My signatures. So I'm just adding a little bit of depth. So when I add my signatures, they'll come out a little further. Let's test that theory and make sure that I'm not all wet. Ruh-roh, something's happened here. There's 2, there's 3. Okay, this is number 1. Not sure why that got out of there, but so it'll have fabric on there too. Oh yeah, that'll be just perfect. Okay. I just felt like a quarter of an inch, you know. So the prompts that I gave for the first set of prompts for the first signature, I have not done those. I just want to make sure my needle's going to be able to go through there, and it looks like it is. Now, okay, where's my, hello, what happened? Is that it? That's not it. Oh, maybe it is. Well, if it isn't, it'll work, so. The only thing I'm seeing is this part right here. I don't know if that's gonna, it's too hard. Darn it. I love that gold. Well, okay. I've got to get something else. I've got to get a different color, a different lighter fabric. Let's see. I could just use the blue that's, oh, look at that. Or, you know, I could use lace. I have plenty of that nowadays. I have this. Let's try one of those. It doesn't have to be something stupendous. I really wanted something contrasting with this. This is a little too green, although I love that. It's all going to basically be hidden. It's blueberries. I'm thinking it matches this color. Nah, it just doesn't. It's blueberries. Nah. Shoot, I thought I was ready to go. Let's see what this looks like. Well, that fits, and so we're using it. Yep, okay. That's gonna happen. I have, well, it looks like it's changed. Oh, well, now I don't know who I have on. I had Denise, Celeste from Woodland Creations. But now it almost looks like Rachel. I'm not sure. One of the comments that I read about the personal journal is, I didn't realize that these prompts were going to be so hard. Well, you know, depends on what your reflection is. You know, we all have our own childhood, and it's always been interesting to me doing family therapy that when you get siblings in a room and parents and you start talking about childhood stuff, if you have 5 kids, you will have 5 different perceptions of what happened during their childhood. And inevitably, the parents will protest because they'll be like, that did not happen. I didn't say that to you. That isn't the way that went down. I always have to chuckle because your own memory is your reality. You know, reality is all about perception. So if you remember your childhood as being like favoritism, you know, if you remember one sibling getting more attention or getting in trouble more or something like that, that is what you experienced at the time. That was your childhood. But you can get other kids in the same family and they'll say, well, I didn't feel that way. And, you know, I chuckle because as a therapist, when you listen to it, you have to chuckle because the parents will be absolutely, adamant. And even in my own personal life, my kids, oh, I think I cracked that. My kids will remember something and I'll be like, what? I do not remember that. That's okay. But when you look back on your childhood and you remember things that are tough to remember, or at the time they were hurtful or confusing, or, you know, some negative connotation is stuck in your head, it's okay to remember that stuff. You know, sometimes people come to therapy and they think, oops, they think they're going to learn how to forget. No, that should never be the goal of therapy. Well, I can't say that because there is some hypnosis therapeutic interventions where they teach you that your parts of your brain are not going to be triggered, so they're not going to remember a specific event. But generally speaking, good therapy should teach you that memories can't hurt you. The past can't hurt you. That can take a while to learn, but it's true. If you're suffering with extreme anxiety, then you're stressed about the unknown, the future, the what ifs. If you're depressed and sad, probably it's memories and the past. Whether it's a death or, trauma or whatever. That's why it's so important to live in the now. That book, Live in the Now, is a great book. Is that moving? I can't actually tell if it is. Come on. Well, that's going to be good for what we've got going on. I do like these Sugar Bell frosting containers for crafting. All right, let's try it again. Did I glue that down? I did, okay. I don't think I'm going to need a lot of glue in here because it's not going to get a lot of time. Let's leave that on its side for a minute. Okay, let's see if we can't glue this down. Therapy can be hard. Good therapy can be very hard. But if you establish a relationship with a good therapist and you've decided on your goals and, they're on your team, you can have good therapy that is really effective. Very helpful. And I've said several times, this personal journal project is not therapy. I'm not your therapist. However, I think it's pretty tough to go reflect on things that have already happened and not have some therapeutic outcome. Incidental, Let's see, I think if oh my gosh, I love Fabri-Tac, but man. Because of all the reasons I love it, it can be so challenging. But look how fast it sticks. I mean, gosh, that makes the project really good. Makes it really fun to do a project when you have stuff that works. Takes the frustration out for sure. So I am going to get my signatures in, and then I'm going to do the prompts for signature 1. I'm trying to get caught up on videos for the hashtag JJ Tag Day. So I watched Angela do her trees this morning. Angela, they turned out so stinking cute. I agree with you. It's great to use stickers. Use them. Lord knows we all probably have a bunch, right? Oh boy, I cut that one way too short. Let's see if I can stretch it over. Maybe. I've been very fortunate. I had very good training. When I wanted to get my master's, I had very good training. And I had an excellent foundation getting my bachelor's. So I really enjoy therapeutic work. I like meeting all kinds of people and challenging myself to not bring my own personal bias into the room, and being able to be wherever the patient is and help them with what they want rather than what I think they should do. Although what I think they should do sometimes is very correct. You know, when you're talking about boundaries and stuff, you have to teach people, well, here's how you could handle that, you know. Here's how to set that boundary. You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I miss working full-time. I miss everybody I work, well, not everybody, but I miss a lot of the people that I used to work with. I've worked with some very talented professionals. Looks like I kind of pulled it tighter here than I did there, but it'll be fine. Okay, now, jeez. Oh, Fabri-Tac, I have a love-hate relationship with you. Well, I don't think I'm going to get all that off, so let's just do this thing. So I have 3 signatures. So if we take this and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be the center. That does not look centered to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It is, okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then we're going to go, let's go 2 inches up. 1, 2. This is dangerous when you can't get right on top of it. I'm trying not to. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I do have a template that I made, but I like living on the edge. All right. Let's get our signatures out. I kind of think I want some more paper in here. Well, excuse me. Oh, pardon me, guys. No, I'm not going to put more paper in there, but I do want to punch some holes in my signatures. So if I try to get this same, close to the same distance on either end so that it fits in the journal. Okay, then I want to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this will take a pen. Make this the center journal, or the center signature, I mean. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 3 is 1, 2, 3. Sorry guys, my nose is running all of a sudden. There's 1. There's 2. I don't trust myself to not get these screwed up, so I'm going to have to keep the numbers on there. Okay, come on. It's not critical. that I land right on the crease, but it does help when you're flipping the signatures. But as I feed these onto the little pad that I made, I'm hoping I can correct any misalignment. Okay, so that looks right to me. Let's see if we can't do some signatures. I'm going to use yellow, not for any particular reason. 1, 2, and 3. I don't need any extra, I don't think. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm cutting a little extra anyway, so 1, 2, 3. Doug is staring out the window, trying not to be bored. He says he's not worried about the snow, but I think he is. He would be out there. He'd be out there in the sideways sleet. I could do this backwards so the tassel was on the back, but do I want to do that? Maybe I do. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Let's do it. See, this is a little off, but it's because I've moved the paper and I don't care. It's fine. Come on, you little bugger. That last little piece of cardstock is hard. A lot of our town was out of power this morning. Angela, did you lose power with this big storm? My friend lives in Gold Hill, Oregon, and she's been out of power. Or she was. I think she's probably got power now, but yesterday she posted. You want to go through that same hole, but you don't want to catch... You don't want to catch the string, because you'll end up, there we go, right there. You'll end up cattywampus if you do that. Okay. That last page is fouling me up. There we go. I didn't sew it onto the back. Did you guys see that? Oh, that's cute, Carol. You're cute. Cute, nice trick. So, sew your buttons. So we gotta undo this. Oh, where are you, dude? Little dude, come on. There's one. Wants to stick. That's a good sign. I got so busy poking holes that I how do I want, oh, let's do it this way. Let's do it so that it's through, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now we're going to go through this. Ouch, that's going to hurt. I'm going to poke a hole in that because my hands aren't very strong. The storm started yesterday, and as soon as it started, I was craving Mexican food from one of the local restaurants. After I'd gone to the grocery store to make sure there was going to be no reason we had to go out, I said, let's go get enchiladas from Mama Inez. Okay, so I pulled it out of the book when I was fiddle farting around. This is why people get so intimidated by putting the signatures in. It's really not that hard. In fact, if you get one of those what do you call those? It's like a wedge. Okay, let's do it backwards. I gotta try to remember not to pull too hard. It can be a lot easier if you clamp all your pages too, so they're not loose like this. I don't like working around the clamps. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I clamp it, but okay. Now don't pull it out. So it's gonna go like this. And my book is going to go like this, okay. And you can put a paper clip or a safety pin or something on your little tassel that's hanging on the back there so you don't lose it too. But apparently I like living on the edge, so we're not going to do that either. Getting cramps in my hands. We want to follow our trail. Cardstock is really hard to go through. This has got too much play in it. I'm trying to get it just a little bit tighter. Much better. Okay. One. Someone does this, 2, 3, and I started doing it, wrapping it 3 times, and the reason why is because you can pull and then turn it and it stays while you tie your knot. I mean, it's not going to stay forever, but okay. I am going to do the other 2 off camera because my hands are cramping so bad. But let's make sure I got it right. I don't think this has any directional stuff, so okay. So we're good there, but my plan is to put the other 2 right here. And I think I'll do it with needle nose, but I've got to go get some salt or pickle or something for my hands. So I'm going to stop right there. I'll do the other 2, and then maybe I'll do a short video and show you what it looks like. Okay, this candle today was for Lolly. Lolly, thank you very much for posting all about Facebook and unwanted following and all of that jazz, okay? Let's all take care of each other. Bye.